In this one, former professional cricketer Ben Scott gives some home exercises on how to improve your strength and conditioning as a bowler in cricket. Let's go.
Okay, I'm just going to go through a couple of exercises that are specifically designed for bowlers, or some areas with bowling that I feel need attention. Okay, the first one is going to be core stability and the ability to rotate. Now, it's fairly obvious that when we get into these bowling positions, we are rotating and we need to have some kind of stability and strength through our abs. Main reason being that we support our lower back. All right, obviously that can create power and it can make us bowl faster, which is great, but number one thing is that we stay on the park and we give ourselves the best opportunity to do that. So with regards to the rotation, I've got a band here, or you can use a stick, and this is a really simple exercise, certainly as a warm-up. Pop the band behind your head to just give yourself a bit of a stable base there. Get your feet shoulder width apart, and then all we're going to look to do is rotate through here. All right, so I am bending over ever so slightly now. Hopefully you should feel a bit of a stretch through this glute here as you get into that position. All right, this is kind of like a double bubble exercise where we're getting a stretch through the glute, but we're also getting that rotation through the lumbar spine, okay? Now, every time I make this movement, my abs have got to contract to hold me into position, so that I'm in good position there. So if I turn side on so that you can see, my lower back is nice and straight, and this is quite a useful warm-up. Okay, so obviously being a bowler, we need to be strong throughout the whole body. All right, but one of the most important parts of the body that I feel is going to be your hamstrings and your ankles. All right, but I want to talk about hamstrings in particular now. When we land, what we're actually doing to pull our body forward and generate that power is we are trying to use that ground, it's called ground reaction, but we're trying to use the ground to pull ourselves through. Now, if you guys at home want to try this, if you actually put your foot into the ground and you try and drag that leg through, try and feel what part of your body is really, really tensing, okay? And it's going to be the hamstring. So as you can see, when we land and we try and pull our body through, I can feel that the hamstring is really, really dragging as I come over. All right, so what that does is it just highlights how important that strength through the hamstring is. Now, obviously, there's a lot of exercises that we can do that are going to help to create that strength through our hamstring. Certainly dynamic exercises like actually bowling and running and things like that, because as you run, you drag yourself through. But if there's a nice simple exercise that we can do to strengthen our hamstrings, it would be a bridge. So I'm just going to quickly show you what a bridge looks like at the moment. So if we jump on our bum, get ourselves into this position here, and then what we're going to do is simply take our hips towards the ceiling, make sure our lower abs are nice and strong as we do that, but we're trying to tense through our glutes, and you should feel that through the hamstring. If you don't quite feel that through the hamstring just yet, then I want you to take your feet a little bit further out and then lift your hips up. I can guarantee you by the time you get to this stage, I mean, I'm shaking already now, your hamstrings are really, really kicking in, all right? So give that one a try, and yeah, hopefully that's going to get those nice and strong for that drag through. Okay, so we've just discussed how important core strength is. Now, this is something that gets kind of confused with a lot of people when it comes to actually how do we work our abs to strengthen them. Now, a lot of people think that crunches and just sit-ups, those kind of exercises are the gold standard for strengthening our abs. Now, they are very good, but if you think about it, what we're doing when we're crunching or when we're doing those kind of sit-up exercises is we are crunching our body over, all right? But then actually, if we correlate that to when we're bowling, what we actually don't want to do is fall over and crunch, okay? So the type of exercises that I think are better for bowling and batting, a lot of these other kind of shapes that we need to make in cricket are plank exercises, because what that encourages the body to do is be strong, but in an elongated position, all right? So we're looking to absorb movement. So as we land, we want to stay upright and strong as we land, as we get into positions to throw, bat or bowl, but we want to be able to keep our chest up and our eyes looking forwards, all right? So when it comes to the type of exercises that we're using to strengthen our core, I think it's important that we aim more towards the plank exercises or any kind of exercise that encourages you to be elongated through your abs as opposed to crunched over through the abs.
Please do check out Ben's training websites, links in the description below. Also, be sure to tap or click the end screen to see the batting strength video given by Ben, and I cannot wait to see you over there.